This technique will help you own any woman. Most men spend their lives chasing women. But the truth? The men who actually own a woman's attention never chase. They move like they already know she's watching. They speak less, but their presence says everything. There's something in their silence, calm, heavy, confident. A kind of energy that makes her wonder, who is he? Because women don't fall for words, they fall for energy. The tone of your voice, the way you pause, the way you hold your eye contact just long enough to make her heartbeat trip. This isn't about looks. It's not about money or status or showing off. It's about understanding one thing every powerful man knows. You don't chase attraction, you create it. The moment you stop trying to impress her and start affecting her, everything changes. Your energy begins to pull her in. Your presence starts to live in her mind. And suddenly, she's the one trying to figure you out. The energy of stillness. The first thing every man must master is stillness. Because power isn't loud. It doesn't rush. It waits. It watches. It owns the moment without trying to. When a man moves with patience, speaks with purpose, and carries himself like time bends around him, people feel it. Women feel it. Stillness makes you unpredictable. It makes you mysterious. She can't tell what you're thinking, and that drives her crazy. Because a woman's mind wants to figure things out, but your calm keeps her guessing. Most men destroy their power by reacting too fast. They text back instantly, explain themselves, chase attention, overdo everything. But the man who stays still, who doesn't chase, who looks her in the eye and smiles like he already knows how the story ends, that man becomes unforgettable. Stillness isn't weakness. It's control. It's what separates the man who's begging for attention from the man who commands it. You don't win by trying harder. You win by being uncheckable. Because when your energy stays solid, no matter what she says, no matter what she does, she starts feeling something rare, safety and respect. And the moment she feels that, she starts wanting to earn you. The art of mystery, the moment a woman fully figures you out, she loses interest. It's not her fault, it's nature. Curiosity is what keeps attraction alive. Mystery isn't about playing games. It's about protecting your depth. It's about letting her wonder what's behind that calm energy. What kind of life you live when she's not around. What kind of thoughts are running through your quiet mind. Most men reveal too much too soon. They explain, they confess, they overshare. But mystery is power. You give pieces, not the whole story. You make her feel more than you make her know. Let her guess your next move. Let her feel your absence sometimes. Let her earn your attention instead of assuming she has it. Because a mysterious man isn't hiding, he's choosing. He's selective with his energy, his words, his presence. And that selectiveness makes a woman feel something she rarely feels: respect for you. When she realizes you're not available to everyone, when she sees that your time and attention are sacred, she'll treat them like they're worth something. The art of mystery is not about pretending. It's about being so real that only those who deserve it get to see all of you. How to make her emotionally invested. The power of emotional pull. Attraction might get her attention, but emotional connection makes her stay. A woman doesn't truly fall for looks or charm. She falls for how a man makes her feel. That feeling of safety, mystery, and excitement all at once. It's not about giving her everything she wants. It's about giving her what few men can: emotional polarity. That balance of warmth and distance, attention and silence. Because when she never fully knows where she stands with you, her emotions start working for you. Give her something to feel, not something to figure out. When a woman feels too secure too soon, she gets comfortable, and comfort kills curiosity. You want her to feel emotionally awake, to miss you when you're gone, to crave your presence, not out of need, but out of fascination. Give her consistency in your energy, but unpredictability in your attention. Be solid, but never too available. Be caring, but not controlled by emotion. That tension, that almost but not quite, is what makes her emotionally addicted. Be the source, not the seeker. Here's the truth most men never understand. You don't get a woman emotionally invested by giving more. You do it by being more. More focused. More grounded. More purpose-driven. When she feels that your life has meaning beyond her, she wants to be part of it. She respects your boundaries because she sees your mission. And that respect is the root of emotional attachment. A man who's not controlled by emotion becomes the man every woman wants to feel connected to. Because she's not chasing a boy who needs her. She's drawn to a man who chooses her without losing himself. How to keep her chasing you forever. The balance of distance and desire. The secret to keeping a woman chasing you isn't about control. It's about contrast. A man who gives her everything too fast becomes predictable. But a man who gives her moments of connection, followed by moments of mystery, keeps her emotionally on her toes. Because attraction isn't built in comfort, it's built in curiosity. She has to wonder where she stands. She has to feel your presence even when you're not there. Show interest, then disappear. Be warm, then focused. Give her a taste of your world, but never let her feel she owns it. The space you create becomes the stage where her imagination does the work for you. Never lose the frame. Every woman tests. It's her way of feeling safe. But the moment you start reacting, explaining, defending, you lose the frame. Keep your composure. Keep your smile. Keep your silence when it matters. Because she'll always chase the man who never breaks his calm. The moment she feels your emotions depend on her, she pull back. But the moment she realizes her emotions depend on you, she stay. Make her chase purpose, not you. Here's the final truth. Women don't stay loyal to men. They stay loyal to how a man makes them feel. When she feels inspired around you, when she feels like being with you pulls her into a higher version of herself, she won't risk losing that. So never make her your mission. Make your mission your focus and let her earn a place in it. Because the man who leads himself will always be followed. And the man who walks his path with calm certainty will always be chased. Masculine mindset. How to stay emotionally untouchable. The calm inside the chaos. Every man wants to feel powerful. But power isn't about muscles, money, or status. It's about control, the control you have over your emotions. Because no matter how good you look, how smooth you talk, or how strong you appear, if a woman can shake your energy, she already owns you. The masculine mindset starts with this truth. You can't control how she acts, but you can always control how you react. A woman will test your balance. Life will throw distractions at you. But your strength isn't proven when things are calm. It's proven when everything around you is falling apart and you're still solid inside. That's what separates men who attract respect from those who beg for attention. The power of emotional detachment. Emotional detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you don't cling. You can love her, admire her, enjoy her, but never let your peace depend on her. Because the moment you give someone the power to control your emotions, you give away your masculine energy. You start reacting to her moods instead of leading with your own. You start chasing her validation instead of living from purpose. Detach, not from her, but from the outcome. Be okay whether she stays or leaves. Be grounded whether she texts or ignores. When a man is truly detached, he becomes unpredictable. He becomes magnetic. Because she can feel that you want her, but you don't need her. And that tension between desire and control is what drives her wild. The man who owns his peace. Every day you're given two choices: react or respond. Lose control or stay composed. Be emotional or be effective. The man who owns his peace doesn't argue to prove a point. He doesn't chase to fix what's gone. He doesn't beg for closure. He just moves on, silently, powerfully, and with direction. Because a woman can feel it when you walk away from chaos without hate. It's rare. It's cold in the best way. It makes her question everything she thought she knew about men. Your silence becomes louder than her words. Your distance becomes more attractive than her attention. And that's when she realizes you were never competing for her. You were competing with yourself. Be the storm and the stillness. True masculine energy is balance. You can be calm but dangerous, silent but powerful, kind but firm. You don't suppress emotion, you master it. You don't run from love, you rise above attachment. You don't need validation, you radiate confidence. Because when a man reaches that point, nothing can shake him. Not her silence, not her rejection, not the opinions of others. He's built different, untouchable, grounded, magnetic. That's the man women chase. That's the man men respect. That's the man who owns himself. And by owning himself, he owns everything. If you've made it this far, you already feel it. That quiet shift inside you, the energy of a man who doesn't chase, who doesn't beg, who doesn't need. You've learned the stillness that commands respect, the mirror that shapes her emotions, and the mystery that keeps her drawn in. Now understand this, owning a woman isn't about control. It's about mastery of self. Because when you master your energy, every room, every conversation, every woman reacts to it. Most men never get this far. They keep playing games on the surface while the real power stays buried deep inside them. But you're not most men. You're becoming the man women feel before you even speak. And that energy, it can't be faked. It can only be built every day through discipline, purpose, and silence. So if this message hit you, if you felt that spark, hit subscribe because this is just the beginning. The journey doesn't stop here. It starts the moment you realize the most powerful thing you can control is your energy.